Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death. 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 Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hit staple only push-ups and hella top rhyme and hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. Some of the hardest rappers gotta never date. We'll never hug their mama, we'll never see they sing. I feel blessed, so I rock with my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, ain't no words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen that the moves was basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, man 30 with some kid shit. Damn. They like 50 in they clip or better. Boy.
Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death. 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 Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Mama. What's happening, Wolf? Can y'all hear me? What the hell? This is interesting. Can y'all hear me? Who can't hear me? So y'all can hear me, but we just can't hear Wolf. Hey, Wolf, so go out and then come back in. Let's see. All right, the link is posted. I want people to come on. I like the way we've been going with different guests every day. Like we got different guests every day, but let me say this. If somebody got a story, we know each other, but if somebody new come on, shit. Why we already know each other. We already know each other. Why we need to talk about each other today when we got somebody new on here that we can ask 1,000,000,001 questions and learn something? So I want to frown on coming on and trying to make it about you, not you, not you. But I'm just saying.
I just to make it all about me. I mean,
Man, you know how to shit. You know how we know how to deflecting things. So we know how to come on and ask motherfuckers questions and things. We know how to bring the best out of the show. That's why we in the positions we in. Let's see.
Hey, niggas still want to ask how your day been, though. You know what I mean? That's just polite.
Yeah, but not on a live with a story. I realized I would shoot myself with a foot doing that shit every time.
Yeah, I don't want no story.
Yeah, everybody don't want to, so you gotta kind of separate them things.
Yeah, I'm at work shopping for shoes. I just grabbed those Georgetown sixes they brought back out. Oh, they got the retro sevens. I should grab them. No, I'm gonna get in trouble. The wife is gonna kill me.
You ever heard of the Nike the Nike Flight Classics?
No. Um,
When you dig in the vault and you find an old pair of your old shoes, the original Flight Classics, the motherfuckers was worth like 200 brand new. Damn, Wolf down there struggling.
Can you hear me now, man?
Oh shit! What
Yeah.
the hell?
I just had an echo. I was trying to turn it off or something.
I'm pretty sure after this next blunt, I'm gonna be pretty smushed.
Smush, son.
I'm gonna
All
be
right.
smushed. Did you see my answer about the roadkill? Yes, I've heard of people eating roadkill, but at my age 55, I'm about to eat no roadkill. That was two things that I heard about West Virginia, but I never really met nobody really from there until recently. And I always had heard two things about West Virginia, but it came from somebody from Virginia, because I know y'all are a little different. The other one is, let's just say it's a lot of kissing cousins in West Virginia. That's just what I heard. You could dispel that shit right now. Put me in check and say there is not a big kissing cousin problem in West Virginia. Those were two rumors I heard.
There's some. I went to high school there and shit.
Oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Whoever's from West Virginia, I went to. I used to live in Charleston and Elkview.
Oh, is that right? Shit,
Yeah.
hey. Well, I'm looking for him to be dispelled. I want him to be wrong.
It's pretty backwoods. I think it's not as bad as people might think, but it's there.
Yeah, I went through there one time when I had to come through Virginia and come through the top. I went through there.
There's like a hell of echo.
Echo.
Let me
Echo.
see. Hold on.
85% of what you hear is most likely true. That's a trip. Hey, they ain't even got no qualms about it either.
What's up with it?
What's up, P Loco behind the stizzo?
On Mama Southsack, Iraq in the building. You understand me? Fresh and live, baby. With that motherfucking energy on Mamas. Y'all done fucked up and let me in the building. If I could only tell you guys who I really am. It's all good, though. Whoop, I'm here.
Hey, that's P Loco from behind the stizzo.
What's up with the topic, though, dog? What's up, big homie? What's up with the topic?
See, the topic is the story I just told. It's the reaction to the story I just told.
Let's start a new story. Let's ask me some questions. You want to get devilly? You want to get godly? You want to get gangster? What do you want to get?
I want to smoke.
I know, but we got to talk about, nigga, oops, my bad. We could talk and smoke at the same time.
Hey.
Oh, let somebody else ask me questions. I've been a gang member since 1984.
This nigga taking the interview. Fuck it. Hey, can you interview him for me, Smoke?
You can't ask me shit Nate want to know, though.
How do I know what?
I'm going to mute my mic.
Yeah, ask me. Yeah, anybody ask me anything. If I can't answer it, I'm going to just say respectfully next answer.
All right.
Go for it, man.
Where you from in South Sac, man?
Clover Manor.
Okay. Where, and for the people that don't know, you want to tell people where that is? Like what's around, like what hood that is? No? So what's the use of the interview?
Ooh, you in Sacramento?
Yeah, I'm from the Heights.
You a blue guy or a red guy?
I'm a Damu.
Oh, what's up with it? Okay, I'm from Fruit Ridge.
Oh, okay. Much love.
Bounty
Yeah,
hunters. Bounty hunters. Sacramento bounty hunters.
for sure. Okay.
Online. Bounty hunters. Yeah, and I'm alive. Bounty motherfucking hunters. My bad, OG. That ain't to you. That's to everybody that thought I was dead. I just got done fighting cancer. Came out of a motherfucking man. I don't even want to come out here with no negative. I ain't dead though.
Hey, good
I
shit
ain't
though, man.
dead.
You
My
been
little
on Young
brother, two of
Street
my little
before?
brothers is dead, but I
Hey,
ain't dead though.
tell me. You hear me?
I'm not in my hood right now, man. I should be saying that. I'm at my aunt's house, really.
Nah, it's all good. You know about Young Street?
I'm trying not to be all in the mix, but I'm not in my hood right now. But what's up with it though? Keep going. I ain't worried about it. I've been through worse. What's cracking?
Hey, you been to Young Street before? Yeah? Okay. It'd be cracking up there. It'd be live. It'd be live in the motherfucker. Heights Liquor. The little fish mall right there. The little what else we got? Fox over in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit. What's your nationality? And what made
Well, I
you
look
want
like you can't
to
tell.
what made you want to game bang?
Revenge
On who?
That
on
sounds
the
like a
opposing
story
on the
right there.
opposing on the opposing football teams.
Okay. So you didn't like a football team, so you took your football team and wanted to whoop their ass, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Dig it. I could dig it. Uh, but like, what did you get out of it? Like, now that you're adult, do you still see it like as your daily life? Like, you like living like this, or is it something that you could change, or do you
I've been
see?
trying to change for a long time, bro.
Huh?
That's a good damn question.
I've been trying to change for a long time.
Okay. What type of things do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, you've been trying to change? What do you mean?
So can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like a little bitch if I'm not putting it down for the hood.
How old are you again?
Uh, well, we'll say 42nd because I'm from 42nd Street.
Okay. Uh, I'm 41. I'm 41, so we're about the same age. We probably started about. Well, I started a little bit later. I mean, regardless of what we did, we both
Hey,
did
you
one.
know about Jimmy's? Tell me you know about Jimmy's barbecue though.
Oh, who don't know about Jimmy's, man?
Hey,
Come on now.
people that ain't from the hood don't know about it. That's who don't know.
Oh, yeah, they know I'm here though. We done
Hey,
talked
hey,
about it.
hey, look, I'm gonna
I need
keep it 100 with you, man.
It's not barbecue.
I'm people out here that know me that been in the game, that been my enemies and friends and enemies and backstabbers and enemies and people that snitched on me know I don't fuck around. I'm with the shit,
Yeah,
right?
no,
But
I want to get back to that what you were saying real quick.
go ahead,
That
go ahead.
you feel like you have to bang or you feel like a bitch. Like I can kind of lightweight understand where you coming from with that. Like I used to self-check with my wife. Like I mean, I asked, I'd be like, man, am I a bitch now? Like I didn't calm down, got a job, I'm
Yeah.
abiding
I'm
by
at that stage right
rules.
there.
You
I'm
know,
at that stage.
I'm tattooed, I'm bruised, I got the hood on me, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of work with white people all day long. Talk to them. You feel what I'm saying? When you come to that change in your life where you see it, and sorry to say that it comes when a person loses everything. Like you're on the verge of losing everything. You
Woo!
just
Say that again. Woo.
send you either one or two ways. Either it's gonna make you worse and make you just say fuck life itself, or you're gonna push forward. I hope that you
Oh,
get to the.
mama is right there. Hold on, right there, OG. Hold on. I know you're a little bit older than me, but here's to you and all the fallen soldiers that all my people, my two little brothers died for nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Here go to my two little bros.
There you go,
Hold up.
for real. I lost 20.
For nothing. They died for nothing, y'all. I ain't lying. They died for nothing.
Yeah, man. I
We've been
that
dying out
is.
here. We've been dying. My family been dying out here since like 50.
You good? Good smoke.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll keep going. I mean, because that kind of interests me
Go
because
ahead,
my
go ahead.
aunt,
I'm good. Go ahead.
what made me want to
Hey,
tour.
God knows that I'm a good person. I ain't tripping. Ask me anything. I
I
believe in
want to
God.
hear. I want to
Oh,
hear
I
like
believe you're a good
something.
person, bro. Just because you game bang
I
don't mean
am.
you're a
I
bad
am. That's why I
person.
ain't
The
dead.
fuck?
I'm
Hell
glad I look
no.
like a bum because I was getting kicked out of all kinds of shit in LA, man.
When
Yeah,
the
nah.
first time somebody, when the first time somebody called you crazy?
Shit, my mom.
How old were you?
About 15, 16 months.
I noticed when they used to call me crazy and say I was off, I thought it was a joke. And then one
Look
day
at
I
my
looked
shirt.
up
Look at
and
my shirt.
realized I really am off.
Y'all see my shirt? That ain't no bullshit.
So somebody called themselves Pete Crazy.
Hey, not to throw a wrench in the monkey wrench, but hey, what y'all feel about Maserati Rick?
No politics.
Yeah, I mean
Wait,
that's
no,
Hey,
my
hold up.
because
mama
you,
right
Hold up
hey,
there.
though. I'm a
hey,
civilian.
hey, because
I ain't no gangbanger. I ain't no gangbanger. I'm a civilian.
nah, I'm gonna
I'm
say,
a, I
I'm gonna
don't know what's
say,
going on with the Sacramento
I'm
music
gonna say
scene.
that's
I've
my
been fighting
nigga, man.
cancer.
Hey,
I've been
I'm gonna
always
say
fighting
have
that.
cancer
been and
while all the
always will
bullshit's been
be.
going on. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I can't really comment because I know all these people.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah. I
saying?
don't know.
Like
No,
that's
I was
my
trying.
nigga.
I guess
Like,
I can't act like a fan, huh?
yeah, nah,
I
it's
didn't
all
ate
good.
spreads
No
with I didn't ate
politics.
spreads with these people.
Yeah. I forgot we on social media, huh? You know what? Hey, on everything, y'all gotta make sure I'm what do you call bull? Cause I'm not that one, man.
Nobody, hey,
I'm not
they
that
like
one,
this.
man. You gotta dig, man.
Hey, and see, that's what I'm talking about. That mentality right there. Like my son, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My 15-year-old son, right now, this nigga done bounced, nigga ran away, went in gang bang, making music videos, cussing, rapping, smoking, doing the most. You see what I'm doing? I don't push that shit. You dig what I'm saying? I don't push that shit. You feel me? Um, tried to reach him, but some people it's just like you just can't, like it just no matter what, you just want to do whatever you want to do. And I feel like at some point it's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's okay for him to be out there doing that shit, but I mean I can understand a 15-year-old. You get what I'm saying? And not to, down nobody, but I would think you would be trying to move forward. What you think?
I think I'm just burning to hear that this is not him as a whole. I'm just burning to hear that there's another side to him that somebody could really learn something positive from. Because it looked like he out there in the field, like he in
He
the field,
is.
and we want to help. I don't want to. I feel like I'm aiding something I don't agree with in a sense because
But you
I,
have to analyze what you're dealing with. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing. We're talking, find out what's happening. Because unless we listen and find out, we ain't gonna know.
you got echo, P Loco,
I do.
echo. No, it's P Loco.
Oh.
Yeah, hey,
Hey, did you see those shoes I was showing you just now?
uh,
Look, these are the ones I just ordered. They gray and blue.
I got, I got them, but they red and black. What are
They red
those?
and black. Oh,
Yeah,
you got the infrareds.
no, excuse me. They're all white, and the bottom is black and red. Matter of
Okay,
fact, I don't want to sound crazy. I damn near want to go get them. You want to see them?
go ahead. Go grab them. I always like looking at shoes. Shit, I'm gonna get in trouble for mine. I gotta stop buying them. I want to get the cherry red ones right now too. They got some cherry red ones on here right now on my mama. I want to get these. These right here sticking stupidly. Stupid. Look at that. Just beautiful. What's up with it out there in chat world? What's happening? What's happening in chat? Salute to the chat. You feel me? Salute to the whole chat. You feel me? Respect back from the dead. P Loco. Not easy when you live that life for so long. Serious. Well, it might not be hella easy to turn it around, but eventually if you work on it, you can turn it around. I mean, come on, man. You would never believe my past, bro, if you knew who, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me. My past is woo. Okay, yeah, those are sevens. Them number 7. Hey, you be dogging your shoes, huh?
I do.
You be dogging them, bro. Why you be doing that? That ain't even cool. That's cruelty to shoes, my nigga.
That's a personal foul.
Yeah, man, that's a street foul.
That is a
Hey, look,
personal foul.
I was about to order these too, but I think this will push my wife over the edge two at the same time. See that? The
So
white
what
and
are those?
red.
So those is different. Oh, they is a little different. Oh.
Yeah.
What are those ones?
These are the cherry red 6s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got the number 7s right there. These are 6s. I'm sitting here. Oh yeah, I'll show you what I seen. Look, watch this. I was like, what? They got these?
I
And
think
I'm not
these.
even gonna, hey, the bad part, bro, I'm not even gonna wear these shoes. Hey, look, these are like yours.
Mm,
That's what I'm looking at getting right now.
All
I
right,
was
y'all be
like,
safe, man.
that would be
Wait
that
till you
that's
get to the house and get.
hey bro, that would be $600 right now, like $650 for all 3 of those shoes. But if I go through GOAT, you gotta figure that'd be like $900.
804, 80 shit. I ain't paying that much for a pair of shoes ever in my life.
Hey, what's up with it, Kev? Salute.
I probably never own some Yeezys.
Hit that motherfucking link, Kev. You can get up here and add to the convo too, I'm sure. But yeah,
Uh,
hey,
804 boy, 804 boat. Nah, ain't the hell nah. Shit.
Oh
Jay,
shit! Am I back in
Jay,
the building?
Jay Williams, my guy.
Mac
That was,
Drizzle, all Dizzle. Mac Drizzy, all damn Dizzy.
hey,
hey,
so go
hey,
ahead.
let me ask you this, P
Look, it's
Loco.
just water, you guys. It's just water. Don't be scared of me.
Hey, P Loco.
It's just water. What's up
Can
with
I
it?
ask you a question?
You can
Can I
ask
ask you a
anything,
question?
brother. Go ahead.
Can you have a serious conversation without doing anything distracting?
You don't want me to be hypey?
No.
You don't want me to be myself? You want me to
I
be
want
like
to
a
learn.
white professional?
I want to learn from you.
Go ahead. Oh, mamas, I'm a professional because Nate Dogg is supposed to do my interview and we keep having fucked up schedules.
Tell me why somebody. Tell me. Yeah. Okay. I'm interviewing you now. Tell me
Go
what
do
is
the
what?
pre-screening interview for Nate Dogg. Y'all from the same hood, right?
Mute your mic
Yeah.
right
Just
there.
do the thing. That's the big homie. That's on y'all. Y'all got to deal with him. I'll just answering questions. Go ahead, go.
No, he can interview you all you want. This is the live.
Oh, go ahead. I gotta drink
It's
my
my
fucking
job.
vitamin water because my girl be getting mad because I don't drink my vitamin water.
Hey, you ever heard of Whatnot app? You got an echo, P Loco.
I can't hear. My
You
camera
heard
keeps moving. Why the camera keep moving like that?
because you keep moving.
Oh shit, that might be the rest, man. Hey, nobody in California can handle me. That's why they've been trying to kill me for a long time because I don't listen to nobody, man. I listen
I
to the big
know.
homies.
I
I'm
know.
listening to big homies that done some shit, but I ain't gonna listen to no square bear trying to tell me how to live my damn life. That's what's not gonna happen. I've been in this shit too motherfucking long, man. You had to dig me. You pick up what I'm putting down. I
No,
may
I
you
mean, no.
crazy, but
What I pick up
really,
is somebody that's my age, that's still out there in the field
I
and different from me. And I want to bring the best parts out of you. I don't want to bring the hyphy parts out of you because that's not helping nothing.
oh no, that's natural, really. That's natural. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm naturally like
Can,
this.
can we have a conversation and stay on topic?
I'll do my best.
I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
come
Go.
in on my other phone. I'm gonna come in on my other phone.
I don't ever say nothing disrespectful to anybody, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, I agree 100%. You turn up on that.
I got a clean record on this YouTube.
So tell me what is like what's the thing about you that the story that you want to share? Like what is it about like you was obviously you was there from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
So then what you have to offer to the young homies is real life history.
Well, you know what, bro? They don't listen and they don't care. That's real shit. They don't listen and they don't give a fuck. So why waste it? Why not just take it to the grave with me? You understand what I'm saying? Why not just take it to the grave? Hey, can you see me? They say it puts 10 pounds on me, though. Hey, let me shoot some love out to my people real quick. Can I do a little shout out to my people that I was locked in with? Or I can't say that kind of stuff.
Go
Can I
ahead.
say that kind of stuff?
Go ahead.
Like just regular, like square as fuck. I'm just gonna be like, can I say that? Can I say hi to people that are legends, that are allegedly legends in the system that maybe I heard of when I was reading books?
Go ahead.
Okay, and then let me talk to God real quick. I don't know whoever this lady is. I don't know. I think it's a lady, but she has something to do with you. I think, and I need her tonight after I get done with this live. If you can give her my number and have her call me live, like how we're talking, like on a personal level. You three-way me, like you remember three-way back in the day.
What lady?
I don't know. It says something 916, and she talks about God, man, and she just be helping me. I don't know who she is. I just found her the other day. I'm just assuming it says 916, so it's you. That's not you?
Yeah, that's my wife.
She's a sister. I don't know what her name is. I gotta look at it. Hold on.
Her name is my wife.
I don't know what her name is. I just ran into it like either the day.
She has morning. That echo hella loud.
Dirt, what'd you say?
Echo.
What'd you say, Dirt?
You got an echo on your phone.
Me?
Yes.
Hell no, this phone ain't got no echo. This is ghetto.
Watch this. Echo. Yeah. It's your phone.
The South Sac Iraq, baby. That ain't no echo.
RP Local. I'm about to bring another guest on.
Go ahead. I got you.
All right, man. Hey, Kev, hit the link. Kev, the link right there.
Yeah, I just think when you reach a certain age, bro, all that game banging really, we might be affiliated for life. That's fine. I never, say I'm not from the Heights, I ain't no blood or whatever, but I'm not active, bro, and I'm not about to sit outside like I'm one of my kids or, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, that ain't, I'm too damn old. No offense to anybody that is, but
I see it even deeper though. This little show should be called The Narcissist Show. It literally should. Because I never heard I, me so much. So let's watch this. I'm about to prove my point. What's up with Madden, man? Oh, you shake his hair.
what's up with you, man?
Everybody, hey, how's everybody doing today?
I'm entertained.
We good, bro. What's happening with you?
I'm gonna come on like this. Oh, listen, all right, I'm gonna come on like this. Let me come on like this. Oh, wow. Whoa. What's? Dang. Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, we got nice living. I see you. I see you. Is that a forest or a forest of trees? Why you put your hand over your mouth? What that means?
Obviously, you
Okay,
fascinated.
okay, all right, let's sit down then. Let's sit down. What's going on there?
I feel like you've been holding your breath.
Yeah, for a long time. That nigga got a Brazilian
you
blowout.
already showed us your hair. You showed us your smile. I thought you said that you've been through something. Right now, you got that. Love that Joker. Love that Joker.
That man, boy.
All right, damn. Hold on.
I thought you said you was important, Madden.
Yeah, Madden.
I thought you said you was important. I brought you on because you was important. Right now, you're catting out.
For real, for real.
Look, he on. See, Madden already shared with us what time it is with him. He be getting blasted. But so that way you understand what's going on. Like that's mental scrambled eggs right there.
Hey, I swear, I know somebody that acts like that on YouTube.
Normally, like he's a space cadet.
I see, he's there. That boy is True J. Triple J.
Okay.
Yo, what's happening?
What's happening with the X?
Shit, right now, we trying to figure out what planet Madden football come from.
Hey, you know who this is?
No.
There's a delay.
What? Hold on.
That ain't X-rated. On my mama, it ain't.
Hey, he said on his mama. Don't do moms like that, bro.
Oh, it is that nigga. I can hear his voice. What's up, nigga?
Hey, man, you been owing me this since like COVID.
Oh shit. Yeah,
what's up,
go, I just seen you real quick. I was like, man, let me pop in on family real quick.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. Hey, you caught me off guard with that one. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been pulled up on like that in a minute.
Hey, I swear I thought it was somebody bullshitting.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of bullshit in the game, but it's me though. I just want to give my salutes to y'all, some respect. I seen you doing your thing real quick, and I just wanted to share mine, man. Anytime I see you, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. It's people like you give me the motivation to keep going.
That's what's up.
You can go through if you can go through what you went through, shit. I can beat this thing called life.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, you already been beating it. You've been through a lot too.
Yeah. Indeed, man. I'm trying to keep the message clear too. Like once you get past a certain age, man, it's time to look at life a little bit different.
Just a little bit, man. That's what I've been on as well. We got a lot about to happen. So I just, I kind of been popping up here and there to see what's going on before I start dropping this material and doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm proud to have an opportunity to do something special coming out of SAC.
Man, straight up.
Yeah, that last project you just did was hard on my mama. They brought all the old niggas back. On my mama, I was like, old school feeling for real, nigga.
Yeah. You definitely got stuff with T Nutty coming too, right?
You know how that go, man. I sent him a couple records. We've been in the studio a couple times. It ain't nothing but love at all times with me and Nutty.
Hey, how is bro? Is he good, man? Last time I seen him went down. Is he good?
Yeah, Nutty's great. He focused on the kids. He always been focused on the kids. So,
for sure.
He put that ahead of his music. So sometimes he just.
Every time I see project?
Do song for me though.
What's your next project?
My next project called A Prayer in Hell. I'm gonna drop
it.
It's gonna be.
Man, you got that music, I promise you that you can sit back and just press play from start to finish. That's one thing about you. And I'm gonna say, as I used to hear you on the radio station freestyling, man, I used to be. You really used to inspire me. Once I would hear you, I go straight up to the. I go right back to the cell and start writing. And I
Man,
just got
beautiful.
all my raps back from the storage unit from all them days. And I
Wow.
went through them and damn near had tears. You ever did you have that moment when you opened your rap vault?
I I actually have only pulled like 4 songs out of my rap vote from the pen, and I mean I got so much material. So yeah, I've gone back reading stuff, and it just blows my mind. Like man, it's a trip. And then to record one of it like Rubicon, I actually wrote Rubicon in the pen, and then just and made it when I got home, and then I
That
updated
shit was
a little
hard.
bit.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, man, the stuff like that. I think just writing it with that kind of solitude, the zone was different. So sometimes I'll read stuff that I was doing there, and I'm like, let me. Actually, I got 2 songs on this album that are like one of them called "Life Sentences." I wrote in 2002,
Yeah.
and another one called To Whom It May Concern" that was written in 2000. That are just now about to drop on this album. It's crazy.
Man, hey, all shit, all that mean to me is that you got a whole bunch more stuff in the vault. You just
Yeah.
ain't got around to it.
Yeah, man, I've been fortunate and blessed to have a brother Tech Nine like so so significantly participating in what I'm doing, and then
Uh,
my man ISO. So we like this next project is real focused, man. We got some stuff on the way, bro. I'm really proud of it. I think November 4th, I dropped my first single with Strange Music, and that's
oh, you just signed the Strange?
yeah, man. That got
Oh,
May 1st at Red Rocks, they did it in that little announcement, but I've been at Strange pretty much technically damn near over a year, but sound
hey, you been preserved, so you got plenty energy for that because you got to come with it with their energy to match their shit because they
hey,
turned up.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's true, man. But God is great. And so I've been real focused on making sure that I'm presenting the kind of energy that we could be proud of at this stage in our lives, like myself and others of us who survived our experiences and got to live to tell the tale. It's
Yeah,
time for us to be able to do something that we could be proud of, man. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't know why, but I'm so fixated on it, man. But it hella mattered to me for Sacramento to just be proud. You know what I mean? So I want to give them
hell yeah,
something that they can say this is ours and we love it. And so it's a real cohesive project, and it speaks to our experiences that a prayer in hell really signifies like, you know how they say, oh, you don't got a chance in hell, you ain't got a prayer in hell, like you can't do it.
yeah,
It's like that, but also like we was in hell, we was trapped in hell and said prayers anyway. You know what I mean?
man, that's like being up against it, facing it. You facing hell, but you still praying. I
But
feel
you
it.
still praying, you still got faith, you still believing, and then your prayers actually get answered. So for those of us with life sentences who actually made it home, and ain't had to do nothing that you can't live with in order to do that. Literally, just stay faithful, stay consistent, and
Yeah,
laws changed and things just got different socially. And to come home, those of us who the youth offender law applied to, among other laws, the 3 strike stuff getting adjusted in California. I'm just, it's a lot of us who went through something where our lives were technically we was done. We had life sentences, and now we here. So I mean, I feel like the prayer did get answered.
hey, you know how many times I heard that you had went home and you actually didn't.
Man, yeah, I heard it too. I'll be sitting there like, damn, nigga, X about to come out. X is out. I'll be like, damn. But 2016, I pretty much knew it. 2012 when the law changed. 2016, I knew I was coming home. And then a couple years later, bam. So it's been 4 years now. I'm on parole. I got my situation the way I wanted. You know, I just feel blessed, man. I ain't gonna lie, I feel blessed, and I'm walking around just wanting people to get a
That's
bar
right.
that like.
Hell yeah,
Hey,
man. Another.
if you don't mind me asking, how is that dog?
Man, that dog's still incarcerated right now, man. He had a circumstance that, ended up getting him back in that environment. You know how recidivism is, and just trying to make changes in our lives so that we can be successful once we come home. It ain't that easy to do. And I think,
Man,
that a lot of that is taken for granted. And for all the work that's been done to make sure brothers can come home, it ain't been an equal amount of work done to make sure that we could come home successfully. So unfortunately, the brother had some struggles and ended up back in that environment. So I got a letter from them, I don't know, about
do,
5 weeks.
do you remember S Loke and Nepo and Lil Dog?
I remember Little Dog. I don't remember everybody else, man. It's been a minute. I ain't gonna front. It's been from where? From Salinas?
Yeah, they was on A Yard. I
I
was just
remember.
wondering what happened to S Loke because he was loved. He was my partner, and I heard he had got killed when he got out.
Oh man, I ain't aware of that, man. God forbid, though.
Hey, but I want to let you. I want to thank you in person, man, for giving me that shout out on telephone games, man. That was what's up. When I listened to it the first time, I made a meme out of it, like a short out of it. When I was listening to it on
Uh,
everything, that was one of the highest honors that I could say I've received coming from this YouTube, as far as like getting a song on a major album.
yeah, man. I just felt like everybody kept telling me, like, man, did you hear what the brother said? Dirty was talking about you, and I just got a bar, and I was like, man, I feel like the brother just kept it 100. He told the truth as he knew it, and I think some people have, like, when you got a bit of a name, it's unfortunate, but a part of what happens is people just want to talk about you, and so they're gonna talk about you if they gotta make it up, if they were peripherally involved or completely uninvolved. It just is what it is. And so, you know, for me to get where people was like, bro, just check this out and see what, tell me what you think, coming from people that I care about, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
took it
yeah,
like, this brother, this is accurate. Anything that wasn't necessarily accurate was because you just weren't aware, so you told the
yeah.
truth, knew it. And I respected that. And I was writing the rhyme, and it was just sitting there. I was like, yeah, I slid that in there real quick.
Straight up. I remember you. I remember when you commented on it. And I was like, man, shit. I need just the fact that you had commented on the video and basically said like this is what happened, like that helped endorse the story that much more. And so I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, you got a lot of real cats on both sides of the rag in them comments, like expressing their feelings. It's a trip how everybody kind of just the evolution of men,
Yeah.
how we grew up, and our perspectives is just a little different now. And but that was a real wild circumstance, and I think people don't realize with me, like, how what it meant for me to be in an environment. So if you're a humble person, I'm trying to be a humble person. This is something that I desire for my life. A lack of humility led to really bad decisions in my life before. So I'm trying to be a humble person and not, you don't want to assert yourself, like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
nigga and I was this and that. I just kind of just look at it like whatever, people feel like they feel, and then you make your next move your best move, and they just gonna have to live with that. And that's been my philosophy while I was on parole. But once I got off parole, it was like, come on, man, I could communicate really however I want to at this point.
yeah,
And
straight
so
up. How long you been
I
so how
just
long you
felt
been
like
home?
I've been home for 4 years on September 14th. It's been 4 years. I've been off parole since March 1st.
Did you feel the change?
Yeah, man, I did. I felt like chains got taken off of me, and then my awareness of other types of chains that were on me, I became aware of those too, and I started wanting to clip those. What you were being weighted by relationships and associations or whatever it was, but I had a real strong desire to be free for real, and
Yeah,
so like, not being able to come home, I got 9 restraining orders on me in Sacramento. So like it's on some my lawyer, like you even get pulled over, they gonna They gonna make a circus out of that. You going in. They gonna do press conferences, drag you. It's gonna be a circus. Even if it turns out to be a slap on the wrist, they gonna make a circus
Like
out of
how
it.
they
So
doing Lil Boosie.
exactly, exactly. And so like, damn. So I didn't get to pick where I live. They put me in Oakland, and I made the most out of that and survived that. And then my home in Las Vegas, I purchased that while I was in the pen. We did that. I wasn't even home when we got that home, so that wasn't even something like my awareness if I would have chose to go live in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
that's another thing where that freedom of choice. Now I can live wherever I want to live in the United States of America or wherever they accept my passport and on planet Earth. So it's
Police can't even pull you over and search your car. But
can't
no,
even
they
start.
gotta have a reason. I love
Yeah,
that feeling. I love
I
it.
want a lawyer, even if it's a traffic ticket. I want a
Oh my
lawyer.
mama.
Hey, X, I know while you was inside, you was a deep thinker and you had the ability to go places in your mind. Where would you travel in your mind, like when you wanted to go to that deep space?
Hey, eventually, I was reading Thomas Harris. Right, I'm a big fan of Thomas Harris, and I was reading like Red Dragon or something where they talk about Hannibal Lecter built a mental palace, and it was like a home in his brain. And so I started trying to construct a mental palace. I was like, man, I want to be able to walk in it, and it's exactly how I wanted it. So it's a form of meditation, visualization, meditation where you you have to maintain something that you've constructed in your brain, and your ability to keep it constructed is how you know you actually focus. Because if you lose your focus, stuff start breaking down. And so I started building a room for myself. I built a cabin, a pathway, all kind of shit. And so I would just walk in there and be at peace in my own brain. That's what I started doing. But I learned that first when I read, I believe it was either Red Dragon or Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris. And then uh, I started reading Beyond Mindfulness and stuff like that, and just started really meditating. And then the Dean did a lot for me. You know what I mean? Like one of the things that people I never say, if there people listening to the music could probably hear it, but like I started studying the Dean like for real, and I took Shahada,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what really happened. And so you have a lot of people with question marks like A, B, C, or D. How did he get in this circumstance, or what decision did he make over here? But like what happened to me was I actually took Shahada. And so once I took
Yeah.
Shahada, I started studying the Hadith. I started studying the Sunnah and got real focused on that. And I think that had a profound impact on my life. To this day, that's been like one of the best, if not the best things that ever happened to me was to start studying the Deen. And so, yeah, that's what I do. I use Decker, the things like that to keep my focus and make sure that I'm purified
Wait,
internally
wait,
so that
wait. You
I'm
use what?
externally purified.
What is it called?
Uh, it's called Decker. Decker means like you rep. It's like having a mantra. It's like repeating a mantra. So it's a sayings that you could do.
Okay,
Then I
okay.
use that to control my thoughts. So if your brain is wandering around and you can't focus that, then I
It's
would do
something
a mantra.
to focus
That's
on, right? Something to focus your inner being so you'll calm down basically and shit,
ain't
right?
that the
Like
beat?
As
Ain't that the
well.
beads
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
Too?
Say that again, please.
Ain't that like the beads that
Yeah, those are
the
called
thicker
Decker
beads or
beads.
something?
Yeah, so they got 33 of them on there for a specific reason, and then you use those and say the mantra. So it's a prayer, but also like just a mantra, And for me, that's what I would use if I wanted to come to a state of stillness, then I would use that as a method to do it and work for me.
I never had more focus than I had in that seg. And that's where I hit that. I built that hallway that you talking about back
Hmm.
in 2005 when I knew what I wanted to do. It might not have turned out the way I thought with music, but I knew that I wanted to build something that was small enough and simple enough to connect the world and make the world smaller. And I knew that with my story, it was strong enough to make that happen. And like I've been doing lately, I've been making the world smaller. Like there's people in right now in here from New Zealand, Ireland, Australia that come through the Dirty Nation But I suspect that you probably been seeing this already though.
I've been checking you out. I keep an eye on you. Every now and then when I'm about to do something, I pop up and see what the landscape look like what's going on YouTube, what's going on IG. I just go take a look and start engaging as, you know, because I'm done in the studio right now for a little while at least. I got 5 videos to shoot over the next 30 days. So I'm like focused on preparing my platforms for this wave of content that's on the way. So while I'm doing that, I'll be checking out the people that I like, you know what I mean, as a person. So like, let me go see what Dirty been up to. And then live, I saw you live. I was like, oh, that's automatic. Let me pop up real quick.
Man, that's what's up, man. Shit, you dropped the bomb. I caught it. Boom.
Hey,
Straight
hey,
up.
I got another question. Do you think if you switched your not your genre, but like your message and your raps to be more positive and still talk about hood shit, but you know what I mean, more positive, push towards, you know, all this bullshit that's going on. You see it, you know what I mean, to
Yeah.
where it's something a little bit better. Like change the. Am I trying to say like change the wave that's going on right now? You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's real important. For me, I think my message, the shift in my message happened pretty early. Like, you know, I went from psychoactive to exorcist, and then I think Deuce Father Life is on Exorcist, and that was like my first real song. It was entertainment. It was about my life, but they exaggerated. But when, you know, I was going through some real stuff, so Deuce Father Life was like a real song about from me. Not no character, not no rap, aka alias, but like what I was going through in my life. And then I wrote Deadly Game that ended up being on Sibo album, and that was another one of them like real songs. So by the time I wrote and dropped Unforgiven, I was on some like supreme focus. So like my message of positivity wrapped around from a gangster perspective really started on that project, because well, they Dirty know that album better than me. I
Man,
remember that. Give it to you old school style, no album cover gimmicks, no intro, shout outs, number straight lyrics. If you in your car, buckle up. If you don't like what I'm saying when you see me, knuckle up. No studio gangster stories or tall tales full of fiction. I'm spitting the life of a nigga that's full of indecision. Don't know which way to go. I'm at the crossroads. It's time to elevate the game and quit spitting the same old same because a nigga done grew up. That was 1999. So
man,
like my message been pretty consistent. It's just how people perceive you. What I see happen to me is like, I was telling somebody yesterday, it's like the little girl Shirley Temple. She got frozen in time as a child. Everybody, the people who do know who Shirley Temple is, remember
yeah,
her as a child. They don't know what she even looked like as a grown woman. She was trapped and
yeah,
immortalized as a child. And so I think
Prejudge hate.
me with that hoodie on and that pistol to my head on that psychoactive cover got frozen in time, immortalized, and how people felt about me as an artist got frozen and immortalized. And I feel like I've had to like be in resistance to how people defined me as if their definition of me was superior to my own. And I refuse to accept that. I define myself, and I don't feel like certainly got to explain myself or nevertheless to somebody that ain't even from my section. Like there's
yeah,
typically always somebody that ain't I wouldn't even socialize with that got something to say about me. So you have
yeah.
to decide who
I
do
Yeah,
promise
this.
you.
there was a lot of prejudged hate. Like you don't even know a person, and you want to judge this man off of somebody else's thought of him or just of what he did. Just because somebody did something, don't mean that they're all bad people. So
Yeah, you know.
I'll put it that way. I didn't. I know every word to Matthew from Alabama, so
Hey,
I didn't prejudge you.
I
yeah,
think the hardest one on there was of course the Price on your
Because I
head.
was real.
Just want to see it there. 50G contract. I don't know what
Oh
you
yeah,
did, but
that one
trying to get
too.
your wife and kids on contact.
yeah.
Yeah,
Combat, man. Yeah, I was trying to wrap my ass up. But Mac Trevor for sure was hella true for those of us who've been to
that
that
was
experience.
true.
For sure.
It
Like,
don't take much to keep your man happy doing what he
hey,
wants. Ain't no contact business, so you can't touch. And
no.
for real,
Hey, but
that
Mama's
shit
Pride and
hurt.
Joy though. Mama's Pride and Joy. You hit that
Oh,
one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a special time in my life, man. Some real communication going on. And like for
X.
me coming out my spirit while we was on the yard, like I think I wrote that at Tracy in '96, and we finally got it done at Salinas Valley in '98. Dropped
Yeah.
it in
Hey,
'99.
X. I promise you, I was listening to the radio when they what's old boy name?
You talking about Muhammad?
Muhammad. When Muhammad dropped that album, that was the first single off of that album
Yeah,
that made it on the radio, and I
yeah.
was there when it dropped.
Ain't that some shit, bro? Like that's some cold time travel. I remember that too. Walking through the day room and got my headphones on. Malcolm.
man, your name was known all the way down in San Bernardino, like past just. I mean, my cousins that was. I mean, I'm 41, and I'm sure you're a little older than me. So you know the youngsters, they all knew about you already. They was like they knew you, Brother Lynch, and Sibo.
Straight
That's
up.
all they knew. That's what they knew Sacramento was. You feel me?
Yeah.
Man, they'd be like, man, do you know that dude? I'm like, nah, I don't know. I was like, you hard though. Yeah,
Hey,
that's just hard.
What was
yeah.
the so what was the strength that propelled you to wanting to be able to think to get your voice outside the walls from the county, not the prison, but the county? Like a lot of times people was getting Mac Dre was that was dispel that. Somebody said Mac Dre was the one that gave you the game to even be thinking like that. Was that true?
It's not true that he gave me the game to think like that, but it is true that he gave me the game to do it better. So like it first of all, I was the first artist to ever record on the phone. I did it before Mac Dre on 24 Deep with Brother Lynch on. And I did
On
that
the
on
corner
the
at the payphone. I'm about to drink. I got the finger. I'm gonna finally say his song. That
yeah.
was that. Okay.
To put that in perspective, that was before the Chronic was out and Doggy Style. Like that was how far back that was. And so like I was the first one to do it, but I did it on an answer machine. I called Lynch. I left a message on the answer machine the way he wanted. Called him back. He accepted the call. We had a conversation. He said he got it, and then he placed me on the album. And so that came out first. And then Mac Dre actually had a better way to record it with him and Kyrie. I don't know who came up with that way. Probably Kyrie if I was guessing, but Mac Dre taught me a better way to do it. So I did it first and then he did it better. And then I did it better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Hey, cause man, your ability to put your voice out, project your story out there, that shit was deep.
Thank you, man. I think to answer your question, like what gave me the strength, I was motivated by two things. One, like I felt the extreme desire to counter energy that people perceived of me based on psychopathy, like what was being written about in the media at the time. I felt a sincere compulsion to rebut that, refute that. And so that's what Deuce Father Life was about. The rest of them songs was raps, but Deuce Father Life was what I wanted to say. And it was like, bam, and I got that out my system. And then I watched even that but take on a life of its own. And so by the time I wrote Unforgiven, I really just was motivated by a desire to express myself as an adult male, African American male who has something to say for my generation and how I perceive myself and what I thought my legacy was, to communicate, to my family, to my victims' family, to all kind of people. I a significant degree of responsibility for that, to say something that mattered. And I think around the time I was doing that, Sanyika Shakur, Master Cody Scott was communicating with me, rest in peace, and telling me like, you gotta say something, you gotta really be communicating. Cause like after Deadly Game came out and they figured out that I wrote that, they started, people like, Tukey, people like Wendy Day, they start reaching out to me like, what motivated you to write that, to say that? And so
Yeah.
I felt like I had to live up to that and like for real
Here
be.
goes some real shit though. You wrote some of the hardest songs on Sebo's. That Trey 5-7.
Yeah, me and Bo,
What?
me and Bo wrote Trey 5-7 together. So like it was my song. I had the chorus, the first verse, half the second verse, and then we was in the cell together. We really was going back and forth with rhymes. Like he'd spit some dope ass shit, I'll spit some shit, and it was like before Pac rest in peace. Bo was gonna sign. Bo was gonna be the Outlaws, and Sebo and Big Syke was all signing the Machiavelli Records. And so I was looking at it like Bo about to go home and put on for Sack, put on for the Gardens. All of us, we about to have an opportunity for one of our own to do something special. And so it was a blessing for me to be able to be a part of that and assist with that. So I gave him every song I had. I didn't just give him Deadly Game and 357. I literally gave him my entire book of rhymes, the whole thing.
Damn.
He had a copy of every song. The Bo had Macafram Lama and didn't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
but that
He
Desperado,
had a heater and didn't use it.
you
that
know what, man?
Desperado
We all
Outlaws
perceived it
though.
different. You know, he picked what he needed, what he felt like was going, what was missing for what he wanted to communicate. And I feel like, that he chose well. Deadly Game 357 and Booyah out. That.
Desperado Outlaws.
Yeah, man, that beautiful song.
That was you too, right?
Nah, Bo was responsible for Desperado Outlaws. And I tell people that, like, do I feel like Bo, the quote unquote, needed me? Bo was gonna do that album and it was gonna be dope, whether I helped him or not. Now, can we do it better together? Absolutely, because that everybody talk about what I wrote for Bo or what me and Bo wrote together, but they forget about what me and Bo wrote for me. And so, like, still Street Life, me and Bo both wrote on that. And it's my song that went on my album. And Bo's ink pen is in that song. He rearranged the chorus. He was like, nah, you got to do it this way. I thought that was better. And like, okay, cool. I rewrote that whole part because he said that. And so it wasn't like we was just in there focused on, X-rated, gotta write songs for Bo because Bo needed it. It was really about we have an opportunity with the biggest rapper in the world for a nigga from Sacramento to be able to represent and communicate for all of us. Because at that point, he was being super inclusive. He wasn't set tripping. He was like very focused. But had a political aspect to it, a social aspect. We was speaking on First Amendment rights, all of that. So
Yeah.
I just feel like that was one of the moments that was bigger than me and Bo, and we understood it, and it was for the city, and I feel like we made Sacramento proud, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, for sure. But like I'm one of Bo's biggest fans, so as far as I'm concerned, I know he was capable of doing that, whether I got to participate or not. But for sure, Deadly Game was a special moment on that album, and I'm glad I got to do it.
So what other celebrity, like I bumped into Bo in '98 when I was going through Tracy. That was probably when he left you.
Nah, Bo left me in '96 because '98 you was with me. We was at Salinas Valley 98, 99 together, me and you.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
So
I
like,
hit Tracy. I hit Tracy summertime '98. I hit Salinas Valley right after the summer '98.
yeah, and
So
I got there in
Bo
'90.
hit Tracy and was in the kitchen, like literally working in the kitchen the next day.
Yeah, me and Bo was both working in the kitchen when we was at Tracy. It was wild. Me and Bo, man, sailed up, chilling, working on
That
music
was
and just running around. That shit was wild.
I remember he used to have concerts on the yard.
Yeah, man. We used to be out that window too, banging on that window, spitting rhymes all night.
Man, I remember I was on the other wing, and I kept on hearing this sound, and I thought it was like a soccer game or something where they was cheering because I was in reception. I thought they was cheering, and it was that pirate song. Did they have that pirate? You remember the pirate song?
The one that the Woods used to do.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
remember that shit. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Like there ain't a single person in my life I could have had this conversation with and been like who would have remembered that? That's crazy. That's wild, man. That's dope.
Yeah, when I came back through there, shit, they was still doing that shit.
It's a real tradition over there, man.
Yeah, man, I remember the shit. The water is so bad now. When I was last year, the water was so bad. Man, back then we had to deal with it, but now they give you bottled water because they already know that shit got hella different shit up in it.
Yeah, we wouldn't. We used to boil the water and then put it under the bed, let it separate, strain it. Like we used to go through it with the water there, man.
Man, but we had stingers and things back then.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, hey, X, you really made my day, man, because right now, like, life really was throwing lemons at me and things.
yeah,
Really, man, to the point where I had to go old school. When I got out the pen after doing that 17, the first job I got was petitions. Literally, like a guy had to stand in front of Walmart and wait for people to come out and ask for their signatures. And I
yeah,
actually made more money doing that than any other job I had. So now life didn't just serve me again. Like, and so now I'm being forced to do what I did back then. So now I'm doing signatures again. I've got to approach people and shit. And I'm a YouTuber, so motherfuckers recognizing me like, what are you? They're like, what are you doing? But
You
I'm really,
working? Shit.
I'm working with what was given with me because I sat and prayed and asked for a sign from somewhere, some help. Went on Craigslist, found somebody, bam, and now I'm working.
Yeah, you got my number, man. Send me your cash app. Send me your cash app, man, so we can bless each other. And I'm gonna say it like this because I feel like there was this point where I was in a tier. I was on a tier, and I was a tier tender because it's specific for me. Even in the pen, it was like X rated can't have the wrong job. Even in the pen, where somebody else would have a problem with like their ego for me was bigger than my ego for myself. Like, oh man, what you doing on the yard crew? Like, what's wrong with me being on the yard crew? It's like you X-rated. I'm like, I'm on the yard crew though. I'm X-rated on the yard crew. Like, so be it. But like them niggas, we would want to work in that kitchen for 20 cents an hour. And that's high pay, actually, 10 cents an hour. So that you could be able to eat a meal. Somebody be happy, fighting, ready to fight each other over being able to make 10 cents an hour. And
I was I
now we
worked in the
come
kitchen
home.
and the tier tender. Happy to make that 10 cent.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. We'll put the ego aside and humble ourselves and take a job for 10 cents an hour in the pen and come home and got a problem. We're having to humble ourselves to do something that's making minimum wage. But it's like, man, we worked for 10 cents an hour, bro. I'm too proud to go make $12 an hour, $15 an hour. But I could get in trouble, go to the pen and be immediately trying to get a job for 10 cents an hour though. So it's like that right there psychologically is some shit that we gotta address. And so I respect your humility. You gotta go do what you gotta do. We ain't all
Man,
got the
I
same.
literally
That's
tell
why I work hard now.
I literally tell them my story and be like, shit, I ain't got no choice. Like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And if I gotta get out here and shake it, I'm gonna get out here and shake it and make it happen.
Yeah, man. May you be blessed
Hey,
abundantly,
hold on.
man, for your humility.
Y'all remember Miss August from the kitchen?
That's the
The sister
with the bob.
and
With the
yeah,
fake
yeah. I
tits?
remember her.
Yeah.
Man, bro.
She hated her husband.
Yeah, she used to sit in the corner like this.
She used to be
On
on
me, throwing
my
them damn cigarette
bumper.
butts. On
Yeah,
me.
man. That's hella funny.
Yeah. I hated that place. That place is what made me want to work so fucking hard. Working for 7 cents an hour? Never again.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Come on, man. What we look like? What we
I'm
see, we
cool.
just I feel like these dudes on YouTube, everybody want to appear to be important. And well, that's by any means. Attack somebody else that's doing well, like YouTubers eating each other alive, because everybody thinks so highly of themselves. The truth is we all know, those of us who really been through this experience are aware of them realities. Like, come on, man, you was changing the trash and sweeping the tier for 6 cents an hour. You was working in the kitchen for 10 cents an hour. Like, knock it off, bro. Where's this fake ass pride coming from? Like, we gotta humble ourselves And it's
Man,
like, oh, that's
the
easy
truth,
for
the
you to
truth
say.
be shining. The truth be shining.
Hey,
Man,
hold on.
don't though.
Hey, taking penitentiary chances to get the homies little things while you're on the tier. I was that guy. I ain't locking down. Hold on. I'm running the tier. I got everybody. Don't worry about nothing.
We all
But
done it, man. And so now that we out here, it's like we humble ourselves to do what we gotta do. So I salute you. My whole point of that is to say I salute you. You drop your
I
cash app
appreciate
on me,
that.
I'll slide you a few dollars. But
I sent it already.
yeah, I got you, man. I'll do that as soon as we get off of here, man. And it's my salute. And so like fuck if somebody talking about what they think. They ain't been through what we've been through.
I
Period.
literally when I put like I went to the college today to get some signatures, and it was man. I do respect that someone listened to me, but as soon as I stopped talking, they was like, no, I gotta go. But that happened a lot. And then they sign the signatures and they be messed up. They don't put their address. They put a street. So by the time I left, I kind of was feeling defeated. But I tell myself like this is a pride to the side moment for real. Like I jump out the car. That's how I motivate myself. Pride to the side. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a prideful, harmful person then because I'm too good to do this legitimate thing. I'm gonna go do some illegitimate shit, take a chance, be harmful to somebody else, and then harm myself ultimately. Also, I can go do a job for 7 cents an hour anyway. And like after 4 months of that, 2 months, it's gonna take 2 months to realize like, man, I would have been better off out there doing what I was doing already. At least the opportunity to do something superior is available just by product of your freedom, you know?
Yep.
I told somebody yesterday, as people now, and I'm not gonna just say the younger generation because us old heads do it too. We're in a land of instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to take that long road or start at the bottom and work yourself to the top. You know what I'm saying? And being on the bottom, and me myself, that's my, like I said, I have my clothing line from the bottom clothing line, bro. And you have to start there in order to get that humbleness, you know what I'm saying, and understand what you got, and then appreciate what you have when it comes later, and then you're gonna have everything that someone else had that got it in 2 seconds that could lose it in 2 minutes. You get what I mean? Like it's the same shit.
That's
That's
fire.
how I feel.
That's fire, man. I happen to agree with that strongly. Well said. Straight up.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I have total different mind like thinking, man. Like you said, that working for 7 cents, bro. Swear dirt. Haven't I said that to you before? That
Oh
that
yeah.
that is that house man and oh you want to work for the police and you want to but you got a whole family outside and you ain't willing to go work at McDonald's for them.
Hey, what's that
You
motivator?
get me? Come
He
on,
said
man.
if you want it bad enough as you want to air, that's what you
Yeah,
gonna do.
hey,
Yeah, man.
like I
I
said,
just
man,
say
if
I
you
just say
want it, you
failure.
can get it.
I just keep continuously say failure is not an option.
Yeah.
Losing means death.
Yeah,
Quitting
I
means
tell
death.
people when I just came from prison, I'm like, all right, well, how many strikes you got? Oh, I don't got none. Well, I got two, and I got a good job, my dude. Like, it's how you apply yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Where you go to look, what you're willing to do. What are you willing to do? Me, I'm willing to do short of anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll stand on the corner with a sign. I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to prison tomorrow. I don't have to wake up when they tell me to. I don't have to do what they're asking me to do. You dig what I'm saying? I do what I want to do. You
Yeah,
feel what I
man.
mean? And the most
Yeah.
part to listen to is the person that's paying me. And that's fine.
Yeah, and to be available for your loved ones, man, and for these babies, man. It's like
True.
that the absence, the involuntary absence is just something that's and it I mean, even calling it involuntary with the decisions we making is voluntary. Really, we deciding to be unavailable for stuff that we don't get to do again. You can't bury your parents twice. You don't get to you don't It's some stuff you don't get to do. You don't get to see your kid walk for the first time twice. You don't get to you just miss all of that. And it just comes down to are we going to decide that our availability is superior to the struggle because there will be a struggle. It's just where you want to struggle at. You want to struggle free or you want to struggle with chains on. it's harder to struggle with some chains on than it is to struggle
Man,
with freedom. And so I just encourage people to do what they got to do to make sure that they are available for the moments in life that they will regret being unavailable for. And that's my focus. And I'm hoping that people are embracing that. I got a lot of that content on a new project. I'm just going to be pushing that it's an opportunity. We all have an opportunity now to really embrace this new life and this new way of thinking, and to try to have empathy for ourselves and compassion for other people, and just really be pushing. And that don't sacrifice none of your G. It requires so much discipline to be that type of person. It's almost more gangster to have some restraint than it is to have a lack of restraint. And so that's what I'm on, man.
Hey,
man,
restraint is so hard to have, dude. That is when you can restrain yourself and you know what you could do or what you normally would do and you don't do it. Man, on my mama, I'm patting myself on the back. That boy still got
Yes.
his teeth. He
Yeah,
good.
man.
He good.
Man, I got flipped off. A square flipped me off the other day. And I was driving down the street. A square he just decided to flip me off because he was parked crazy. And I went around him and he got mad and flipped me off. And I stopped the car and I just stopped like you don't even know. Like this dude don't even know. I was like, man, I went ahead and just went around the corner and laughed about it. Like them the moments right there where once upon a time in my life, man, I would have switched cheese this whole car. But it's like, over what? I got flipped off. I went around the corner, did what I was doing, picked up what I picked up, and went where I went. Did my thing on the website and made some money. It was like, what's the better choice? What was the better choice, man? It ain't even nothing to talk about. So like, yeah, it's important, and then that's what it comes to go from somebody that people have to think twice about whether or not they want to engage you in some negativity to get flipped off by a square.
man.
And
I
happen to take it like, all right, cool, that happened. That just happened.
I kind of convinced myself, I'm 5'11", 285. So I convinced myself if somebody tripping with me, they must be crazy. And that thought right there helped me continue on about my business, because you already know how we used to do crazy people on the inside, like it was 50 feet.
Oh yeah.
So automatically, like, yeah, this motherfucker ain't in his right mind. Cause So that's the dream I sold myself, and that's what helped keep me in check.
Yeah, that's certainly
Because
one
it's
way to do
crazy.
it.
It's so many crazy people that's off now. Like you can just be walking down the street and the motherfuckers just start talking crazy to you. He might be drunk or something, but it's that restraint that Smoke was talking about that you gotta have when you know what it's worth.
Facts. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not regretting a 5 minute issue for 20 years. I don't have 20 more years. I just did 26 years, 6 months, and 26 days of a life sentence.
Oof.
Like
I,
we the people don't talk about that when they got my name in their mouth. I did 26 years, 6 months, and 26 days of a life sentence. Was never supposed to come home and did. The last thing we about to do out here is to be a crash test dummy over somebody's mouth. Like we not doing that. We not doing that, bro.
Man.
That ain't
yeah,
happening.
I can't do 85% of 48 hours right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'm cool. Y'all,
I don't
hey,
even hey,
when I left that county, I told them, I said, this, I'm done because I after prison they picked me up on something stupid. The little homies got in trouble and I was with them or whatever. But I told them, I said, this is the last time I'm coming here. They left me in there for 3 days and forgot that I was in there. Forgot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My
Yeah.
name made them forget me is what it was.
Of course.
So they forgot me in there for 3 days. When I left, I was like, y'all left me in here. We'll sue your ass. I need my 1,500 a day. Well, what? They was like, nah. What you do is you just use that for the next time you come in. I was like, bro, it ain't gonna be a next time. You dig what I'm saying? And mark my words. You know what I'm saying? It
hey,
hasn't been the next time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
hey,
inshallah.
real
hey,
talk.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody
hey,
got
hey,
time for that, literally.
Mm-mm.
I really feel like we ain't been talking to X-rated. We've been talking to Honorary.
Hey, I'm married to two. And I
There you
remember when
go.
I first came home, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a whole different thing because I was trying to be honorable to Sacramento. You know, these I'm biting on what other people connotations that they got on my name. I'm like, I'm gonna try and do it this way because I did feel a significant responsibility to represent myself a certain kind of way. And what I concluded was that, you know, my name, the value of what I've done and the work I put in to make that name known across the country or across the world, I can't throw that away. So what I had to do is marry the two. Is and this happened to me in the pen because I had this moment where I remember I used to call my girl and I would be in out of character. So now I'm talking to her and I'm me, or I call my mom, I'm talking to my mom, I'm me. I hang the phone up and walk away from the phone. I got to be X, and it's like, what is that? And then sometimes I forget which face I got on. So now I'm on a visit and I'm performing. I'm being this character that I done built up to have to survive my environment in front of somebody who deserves my authentic experience. So what I concluded was that everybody got to meet my mama's son. Everybody got to meet me, no matter what it's for, so that I don't have to forget and remember which me I'm supposed to be. There's only one me, and I'm gonna be him daily at all times. And that's who they're gonna meet. And it don't matter what name they call me by, X-rated, honorary, whatever they want to do, they're gonna meet the same dude. And that's what I've been on, and it's been working. And people have come to embrace that, you know, you can encounter people enough times where, you know, I've been home 4 years, ain't no whole shit happened. Ain't nobody, my name ain't been associated with no whole shit. Ain't nothing that I can't be proud of occurred. And so that kind of consistency allows people that have met you where they like, man, that's a good dude. And that's valuable to me. So over time, I've just been accumulating people who have that perception and living up to that perception for them. So that you know, I can be successful for myself and make a positive impact and impression on other people. Cause that's the job. That's a part of the job. But I do appreciate the fact that, you know, is that it ain't that many brothers that's really doing nothing on YouTube. And so like I'm really proud of that. And you know, y'all doing what y'all doing, man. I hope y'all, you know, continue to do it. You know how to reach me, man. And whatever I could do to make a contribution toward that, I'm gonna be around. Sometimes you'll ask me to do something, and I know I got something special about to happen, and I'll be like, because I want to wait. I like to pop up when I got a reason, like I gotta be around. And so
Yeah,
now them two things have collided to where I'm gonna be available to be able to engage and stuff. And I like the person that reaped the benefit. I don't want no opportunistic person want to talk to me. I've been ate off of and chewed on for 20 some years when I couldn't define myself. And now it's like if
damn.
somebody gonna utilize my name and my face and all of the work that I've done to be valuable, then it's gonna be somebody I chose that I feel like is deserving of that. And I respect their messaging, you
I
know. So that's
appreciate
what it
that,
is.
man. I
Yeah, man.
appreciate that.
So I
Hey,
appreciate you saying I helped I made your day. I'm gonna send you a cash app right now, man, just because hopefully somebody else do too, man, so that you got some assistance while you go through your rough patch, man. So, man, you both of y'all, man, y'all stay blessed, man, and keep grinding, man. You never know
oh man,
when your opportunity or why or the path that you on right now, what blessing is right around the corner for you. You just should never know if you don't keep going. So I encourage you. I can't imagine how many times for me to be sitting in this moment right now in my life, man, and have the day I just had and the year I just had. To I if somebody would have told me that when we was at Salinas Valley, man, I would have been like, man, if you don't get out of here, I wouldn't even have believed it. And by the grace of God, we here in our spirit, preserved, healthy, in our right mind, and that ain't a simple task. That ain't a simple thing to have happen. So I just encourage you
Hey,
keep going, man.
Salinas Valley wasn't a friendly place back then.
You know what? That was beautiful, man. We had it made, bro. And we just always know how to fuck up a good thing. You know what I mean? We had it made. A facility, we had it made. 180 design, wasn't no drama happening. Wasn't none of that going on. It was just dumbass peaceful for a long time. I was on that yard when it was like a year and a half. I was on that yard with all them same people, man. So it's funny, you know. You
Do you think? Hey, do you think you can still freestyle like that? Like at that level you was back then?
Absolutely. I ain't signed with Tech Nine because I can't rap.
That's right.
Yeah, we still know how to do it. They don't hand these out if you don't know what you doing. You ain't gonna get one of them.
Like you literally could have dropped the album off your freestyles alone.
Yeah, I have more respect for the art and the fans to do that. I hear artists that do that, and I feel like there's a lack of cohesion and coherent thought. And so, like, it's one thing to battle rap and be able to spit and say you could do with the best of it, blah blah blah. It's one thing to do that, and it's another thing to want to convey a message. A misanthropy ain't something you gonna freestyle. Mama's pride and joy ain't getting freestyled. If whoever can do that, then they my favorite rapper, and salute to them. But
Like what about Lil Snoop?
Lil Snoop is dope. He was wild though with his freestyle game. But we call it freestyle when people got written paragraphs that they throwing around. It ain't what it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna end this live on this note here, man. Your message been raining clear. Like, man, you've been the same time. You've been the same from the first time I met you. And I'm gonna say, don't rain on my parade, because when you told me I could call you Honore, I felt honored.
Hey, hey, so do I. I mean it, man. I just put that in a song. Now when I'm introduced, I tell them the name of my mama's son. Like, I have no problem with that. I'm just saying in terms of like I'm not ashamed of X-Rated and who that name and that brand, what that represents in this present moment. And so I don't feel I'm not offended by people calling me that or me representing myself as that. I'm proud of it and I'm happy, to be
Hey,
free.
I
So
appreciate
you
that.
address
know,
me that way, brother. You heard?
everybody does that, right? And everybody has to realize that we are two people. Whether you believe you're two-faced or not, everybody is two-faced that lives this life. Because the person that you are on the street is not who you kiss your mama with. And if you kiss your mama with that mouth, then
Yikes.
something wrong. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So I believe that everybody had to have two faces to go outside, depending on your environment you grew up in, where you were at, or just your character. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I know I wasn't who I was in that street with my grandma. You know what I'm saying? And my nana. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a respectable person. Like I said, I could work. Around the white people and all the shit. So that it had to be a face that a mug was putting it on. So I like that you said that, because I ain't heard nobody else say no stuff like that.
Oh yeah, man. We got to do it the right way, man. We got to be presentable in each environment. Every environment requires a different version of ourselves, and our ability to do that seamlessly is going to contribute to our success or failure one way or the other. So I couldn't have said it better, man. I agree. I agree.
I say also you back that with consistency too.
And application.
Because you, like you said earlier, you never know where it might go. Because there was times like YouTube demonetized me 6 months ago, and I damn near wanted to give up, but I was like, you know what? I built this channel with the best bricks. Like, I started with making real connections, and that
Right.
was something that I didn't see any other channel doing except like me and Nate. And we was pulling up on our subs and meeting them in traffic, and they was blessing us when we had a softball game between our YouTube channels, Nate Dogg 916 and Dirty Weather 916. We battled twice. First time they dogged us. Second time we returned the favor.
Return the favor.
Yeah, so we didn't have one this year, but we probably gonna have one next year for sure. But we've been
What they
trying to do positive
demonetize you for, though? I'm curious, if you don't mind me asking.
because back in 2018 and 2019, when I first started, YouTube guidelines wasn't that strict, so we was able to upload all type of stuff. And so when they made them stricter, they just started going back and just picking me off for ones that I didn't even know I had, because they like 1,001 videos ago. So it seemed like whenever they felt like it, they would just give me a strike. And then the last one just happened to be a strike with being demonetized, which I can't get monetized again until October 29th.
Oh, okay. So it's just a pause. All
Shit,
right.
it's been a long. I'm deleting a whole lot of stuff because I don't even know what they tripping off of. Like anything I have shared other content or anything like that, violence, a fight, anything, I'm deleting that stuff because when it comes time to get remonetized, people that I should be at about 10,000 subscribers for sure.
Yeah. Hey, well, when you get remonetized, man, we can do something official, you know.
That's
And so
what's up.
if we could get, so you know, I pop up on you and see if we could do something for the people. So,
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
yeah, man. Each one we gotta help each other, man. So, I mean, by the time your shit is monetized again, I'm gonna have some nuclear stuff out, some announcements and all kinds. So
That's
good
what's up.
timing. It's good timing, man. I'll pull up on you. I'll give you my word. I'll do we could do something. I say early November, anytime after like the 4th or 5th of November, we could do something real quick that'd be special. You can we could do a review on one of these songs or something like that or whatever. Something, you
It's all
know.
good. I appreciate it. 100.
Uh,
Hey, I know how you said you do it, but just in case anybody was doubting, can we get a flash? Can we get a flash of underrate or something similar?
oh,
Nah, leave that man alone.
Man, he brushed his he brushed
That's
he
him, nigga.
no
You can hear
he
it.
brushed his teeth. He
I
brushed
did
his
brush my
teeth.
choppers. That's what I did do. Nah, but
Now,
let
if
me.
you can, it's all good. It wouldn't be right of me not to ask at least.
Nah, I'm gonna give you this. Uh,
Throw up West Side.
I have a song where I say I lost myself. I had to fight so hard to be X-rated low. I began to exhaust myself. I went without and then I went within and I sought myself. Then I went and wrote autodidactic because I taught myself. And it'd be a damn lie if I told y'all I did it all myself. But I want to depend on me when I need something. I want to call myself. When they started backbiting, I started backsliding, but I caught myself. I almost relapsed. I had a brief snap, but I fought myself. I hereby absolve myself of all the pain that I brought myself. I had to unlearn things so I could learn to think what I thought myself. I declared X ready to king. I tried to exalt myself. They denied my crown and denied my throne. I had to withdraw myself. I'm haunted by things I've seen that I wouldn't dream or dare to tell. Whatever else you do, you better prepare yourselves. Cause I fought haters. I could have been a demon, but I became a dragon slayer in hell. When all hope was lost, I prostrated in a lake of fire and I said a prayer in hell. There you go.
Hey, it was my honor to talk to you, man. That's
Damn,
enough for me, my nigga. Like real talk. I appreciate, you know what I mean. You being up here answering questions,
Oh,
so that's just cool.
man, I'm gonna have to have a whole nother separate blunt, like by myself in the corner, in the dark. Like,
oh man.
wow, I finally got pulled up on.
Yeah, man. I had to do it, man.
Shit, the
Hey,
last one I got to meet.
I'm about to go get involved in this. Before I do, I'm gonna do that cash app right now, and then I'm gonna go and engage my experience. But man, I really appreciate y'all. It was positive experience for me to have y'all energy. Y'all represent a void in my life. You know that these experiences that we've had in our shared understanding, and even just being from Sacramento and how we being proud of that. I really appreciate y'all because it make me feel like I'm at home a little bit, you know. So
Straight up,
I appreciate it, man.
all love, all
Hey,
love.
whenever you come home, man, I'm Smoke Dog 420 to let you know. When you come home, whenever you around here, man, and you want that exclusive and not everybody will know, I got some dope for you if you still smoke.
Hey, well, I'm coming. So we working on it. We got a situation where we want to do some shows. Me, Tech Nine, King Eye Soul, like
Yeah.
we are very, very, very strongly working on my ability to come home in a significant fashion. I ain't trying to come home like when it's on some presidential come back to Sacramento, shine and shit, and that's how I feel, and I want to do that for my city and for the
Straight up,
town, for everybody. So that's how it's gonna happen, man. And we are really working on that. We working on
straight
it.
up.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Much love, man. Y'all have a blessed
All
evening.
right, mate. All right, X. Shout out X Rated for coming through, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, salute.
Shack Town.
Salute. Thank you,
Salute.
Dirk. Thank you, X-Rated.
All the time.
All right.
Dope. You out of here, bro? Man, I mean, there's no way to top that one. I mean,
I don't know what to say.
how do you top that?
I don't know.
I don't think a nigga can top that. Hey, I need to meet one more. I need to meet both, and then I'm good. I met Brother Lynch, Tall Can, 666 ass. I met him too, and now I just talk to X-Rated. Hell yeah, one
Damn.
more.
Hey, look.
Oh yeah, and I was locked up with Killa Tay.
I need a blunt. Hey, I feel like when I go back in the room, I'm gonna be like, honey, you'll never believe what happened to me.
Right? Right? We're gonna sound like a bunch of groupies.
On everything.
Look who just
Never
talked to us.
believe what happened to me. And I was showing teeth.
Oh yeah, I was too, nigga. On me. I mean, I think it's just to see something good, regardless of where it came from, come out of Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers feel you like that shit. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, even if Laugh popped up here or Mozzie popped up here, either one. Motherfuckers gonna be like, what's up with it? Have a lot of questions. You dig what I'm talking about?
Man.
It's how it goes.
Hey, somebody said dirt starstruck to the motherfucker. Hell yeah. I am, because of the way, if we would have planned it, yeah, we gonna come on this day, you gonna come on, because I can't call him. I have his number. But if we would have planned it, it would have been different. I'd have known it was shit. He pulled up on me and sat there for a minute. I didn't know it. I thought he was somebody from the party
Party
line.
line.
I didn't know, because like I thought it was Kevin name or something. So he just
Yeah.
sat there for a minute. Then he was like, "You know who I am?"
That's why I was like, I thought I had said something crazy to him, and then he was like, "You know who I am?" I'm like, "No, who are you?" Like, it's a dark picture, and he was like, "It's X-rated." I'm like, "Nah, you know how motherfuckers be playing." I'm like, "Hell no." But then I heard his speech, how he was talking, and you
Yeah.
can't duplicate that.
I mean, I knew his voice as soon as I didn't know as soon as his voice when he said, "Do you know who I am?" But if he would have kept talking, I would have put two and two together, because X speak on a different frequency. Like, he speak on a
Yeah.
frequency that make you really digest the words, because you don't hear them too often. Because in this world, people are so consumed with they self that they ain't ever able to express them true inner thoughts on that level.
Hey, let's talk about Miss August again. How many times did you think about fucking her? Oh, well, we can't talk about it. I mean, that's past tense. I mean,
I'm gonna
nobody.
refrain from that, but I'm gonna say I was 18 years old, and she was built like a stallion. So but you gotta think, I'm a kid. And we used to love to get patted down by her in the hallway too.
Man, that's just an asshole.
You know you was a nigga in the hallway running up to the females. I sure was.
Oh man, I was in the back with her. Shit. Wherever she needed me to be at, I was there. What you need me to do? I got you. What else you want me to do? Are you really faithful? No, I'm just playing.
But didn't her mother work there too?
I don't know, but I know she had a drug problem. She was on crystal meth. Look, he keeping his head down. Hey, it was hella Tracy Cops on drugs.
Man, hey, I promise you, like, man, when you meet like minds that been through the struggle, it's like they speaking a different language that some people start to forget about, but some people it's like a breath of fresh air. Like I'm not alone. Like there are other
Nah.
people that feel like this too. And then I think with X, you know, when you live in that life, sometimes you gotta like power down and look around and be like, damn, I needed that breath of fresh air for sure.
Oh yeah.
Cause I know, hey, I know it's we all got pressure. That's what keep me humble, man. I mean, I walk every morning. I walk every morning and put my play together, figure out what the hell I'm gonna do for the day. Well, I'm gonna get these signatures, and that's what gets my day going.
I
Like
wanted
being
to say something about that to you. Is it a certain time of day that you have to work, or it don't matter?
shit,
So I was gonna tell you, fill out an application
I can end this live and go to work right now. But see, here's the thing, right?
and hop
You know
on
how
that
much
forklift.
that class ain't nothing but like an hour, huh?
Nope, and it ain't even no class. You get all your training and everything here, and they pay overdub. They make more money than I do out there on the floor. All you got to do is put that app in, and then I'll go talk to one of the managers.
I'm gonna tell you something, and this is just me being
And you
transparent and
don't got to
honest.
worry about a drug test either.
This is me being transparent and honest. I get $10 a signature. Like this will be my second day. I turn in Monday, but I get $10 per signature. So I look at it like for every person I can get their signature, shit, I'm not afraid
So,
to approach nobody. So I think I could at least get like 30, 40 a day or something like that.
so
At
that's
that,
over 1,000 a week, right?
way over that.
Okay.
So if you
All
get
right.
100 signatures, that's 1,000 in a day.
All right. Just remember, I'm here. It's all good.
But
I ain't
here's the
going nowhere.
thing. But here's the thing. It's only temporary. Like I just worked with what was given to me, but it does. But it's only gonna go for like a month and some change. So
So
hell
put
yeah,
the application in now, and
it
then we
makes
don't know when you're going to get called. It'll be on the list. I
it
can
makes
even see if I
all
can
the
have a bullet.
sense. It makes all the sense.
Yeah.
Do the
And they
training.
don't trip off of weed or none of that. Like you can smoke weed, just don't hit nothing. When you get here, you good.
All right, well, send me the link.
Got you.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna end this live. It's been a beautiful, productive live. If I end up editing part of it, don't be mad. But you know
Hey,
what?
it's all good.
I think the actually I think what do you think?
I could take. Hey, I could take the whole bottom out and put just to where it's him by itself talking, but it would you would
No,
want
I'm talking
you
more
on there
about
too.
the pre-content leading up to it, or unless because it was
Oh yeah,
crazy.
cut all that beginning shit out and then just
Yeah,
go from when he came on and put that on there.
yeah, I got some work to do.
But talk
All
to
right.
him first though, because that's what he was talking about. Let's talk to him first.
I mean, because he's like he might want me to the crazy to do the crazy on.
Yeah, like no. I'm thinking about him and using name and just wanting to be here, just nonchalant. You dig what I'm saying?
On my mama, X, I appreciate that. On my mama,
Yeah,
it
just
came
call him and ask.
it came at a much needed time. Salute.
Yeah, so look, that's good
Thank.
shit, man.
All right, man. We up out of here. 30.
So Luke
Gone.
out.